holding a knife, so you better be happy.
Oh, yeah. He'll come and get you.
I'm just cutting up scallions for the top of our dish today,
I love it.
right?
So fancy in your new beautiful kitchen that looks like a Food Network like staged kitchen, my friend.
Hey, Food Network, if you're watching,
Yeah.
I already have everything I need. I just need your camera.
Go shoot 3 seasons of something in Ralph and Dan's house.
Ralph and Dan heat up leftovers this month on the Food Network,
I'd watch that.
I
right?
watch it, honestly. Cheers to that show.
Cheers to that show. And cheers to, can we plug things that we're using? Like, I always feel weird about mentioning actual like names of things like wine and stuff. Can we say it or should we not?
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah, we're not gonna get in trouble. It's like common stuff.
All right. Well,
Also,
thank you, Thank you, Josh, for your Cabernet Sauvignon today that we
like
cooked
one,
chicken in.
like just some dude named Josh.
It's Josh wine. Yep.
Joshua.
Great.
His
Yeah.
last
Did you just get it from like down the street? You were just like some guy named Josh, like had the back of his like trunk open. It was like, "Hey, want some wine?" You were like, "Yep,
Made
thanks,
with
Josh."
love in somebody's bathtub. That's what I like about it. No,
Exactly,
actually,
baby.
Josh is a very good wine. So if you want to sponsor our show, it's delicious.
Oh, great! I'm sorry for making fun of you, Josh.
No, it actually is very good wine. I used it to cook the chicken today, and I'm having a little bit of it as a snack.
Ooh, nice. My old bosses love Josh Wine, and I always joke that like his last name's Wine, Josh Wine.
Oh, that would be, yeah. That would
Just,
be
I
funny
hope
if he
so.
just ended up being like a pilot or something.
yeah.
I hope he's not a pilot. I mean, he might be for Delta. I feel like he flies a Boeing. I feel like there's just really bad juju around
Yeah.
Josh and his piloting.
I'm gonna plug for my mom. I don't drink white wine, so I got Cavit Pinot Grigio, a 4-pack, because they're the perfect for cooking because you don't have to like you can just keep a bottle and cook with it like 3 months from now. It's not like opening a bottle of wine and it goes bad.
Or it's terrible because there's no leftover wine to drink while you're cooking.
Exactly. Well, I just cracked another tiny bottle, but should I have needed it for a recipe in this cookbook 4 months from now?
Right.
Still have it, honestly.
So if anybody listening was on the journey with us last season, we did the amazing cookbook of what was it? Nancy Drew cookbook.
Cookbook.
Were the recipes successful? Lord only knows. Go back, give it a listen. But this time around, season 2, we're stepping up our game. We're getting fancier. This season's all about 50 Shades of Chicken. If you watch the movie, I'm sorry, but there is now a parody cookbook full of sexy chicken recipes. It's actually a New York Times bestseller. We've done 2 recipes so far. They're actually pretty good. So if you like what you're hearing and you like the recipe and it sounds delicious, please patronize the book. Go buy it. It's pretty good.
I love that it's a New York Times bestseller. I really think that that's my favorite part of this entire thing.
You know, we're moving on up in the world, right? The Nancy Drew cookbook, not a bestseller, but a good book nonetheless. But now we're, in the big leagues.
Objective.
If we're following Scream rules, this is the second part. So do I have to die? Does somebody, like, one of the main characters has to die, right? In the second one?
Well, we're cooking chicken, so it's a possibility.
There's a possibility.
I'm not making it,
true.
so
That is true.
not it.
Salmonella.
50-50 between Ralph and I. We'll see. I mean,
yeah.
I've done a lot of garbage stuff and done a lot of questionable things, and I'm still kicking. So hopefully this carries me through. Hopefully my body is this.
Tank. It's built like a tank.
I think so. Should we welcome our guest, guys?
I think so. I think it's time.
I think
All
it's
right.
time.
Today we are joined by the wonderful Kait Thompson. She used to do comedy in Philly, and now she's a writer and comedian in LA. So please join us in welcoming Kait Thompson.
Yay, Kait
Hi!
Thompson!
Yeah.
on an improv team with us, King Friday.
Yeah.
Right.
King
Reunion.
Friday chat.
In my orientation, I'm right above Kate, so we're the mani-pedi side, and I'm drinking wine out of a glass that Shannon Brown made me.
That's
So
beautiful. That's right.
dog.
I must know where mine is. That's bad. I'm a bad friend.
Oh, did everybody get a dedicated wine, personalized wine thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shannon was so
Shannon always has really thoughtful presents, you know.
That is really
It's like,
thoughtful.
You.
yeah.
Are they all
It's
dog
not
at
me,
the
but
end?
I'm gonna
Like
take credit.
all dog and no, everybody got their own.
our nicknames, I think, and I
Yeah.
just go by Obdog.
It's that's a big glass too.
It's giant.
My head.
Comically large.
Like one of those like giant like martini glasses they used to sell at Michael's that you could put like plants in or do like crepes.
It's pretty much a
Yeah.
fishbowl, yeah.
Or like the ones that you can sit in that creepy hotel in the Poconos.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. What's it called? Oh God.
Jess was supposed to go there at some point. Forget what it's called though.
There's no way they wash those well enough.
No, that's so I don't know.
No.
What
I don't
happened?
do it.
No, I'm saying they don't wash them. I'm
Oh,
responsible.
I thought something happened to your chicken. I got
No,
concerned.
no. It looks good so far.
Well, this is Sexy Chicken, so I'm glad it went to the sexy hotel in the Poconos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't I remember what it's called? Inn of the Doves is one of them for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, amazing. That isn't that the one around like in Bucks County though?
Oh, that might be. There's
Or New
What?
Jersey?
Whoops.
I don't know.
I think that's the one in like Cherry Hill.
Well, that's one in Harrisburg, I think.
Oh, there's multiple then.
What's up with Pennsylvania? And they want to put you in there like a big olive and
It's
have some multiple towns to choose from where you could just
Multiple
float
towns.
around.
Yeah.
That's a dirty martini, all right.
Ayo.
Well, they are right in that conglomerate of Intercourse and Blue Balls and Bird in Hand,
That's
Pennsylvania. All those
Oh, yeah.
things
That
are all
is
right
true.
around each other.
Hell of a bumper sticker for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, destined to be. I definitely have an Intercourse shot glass. I'll break it out for one episode. Just as like
You owe us that.
yeah.
So what did we make today? I don't even know.
I got this one. So
Yay.
sorry, I snuck a little piece of chicken. All right, so today's recipe is white wine steamed chicken breast with sesame oil and scallions. Serves 4, and it is really quickly the ingredients. You can find them on all of our socials, but I'll just run through them quick. There's kosher salt, about 2.5 pounds of chicken, white wine, black peppercorns, ginger root, garlic, soy sauce, scallions, rice vinegar, peanut oil or canola oil, sesame oil, and a little chili sauce if you're feeling dangerous. Steam the chicken for 20 minutes, and then make the sauce with all the other stuff. Drizzle it on top, and you got some sexy white wine steamed chicken breast.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Should we dig in? Ralph, are you plated? Are you like ready to get?
I'm plated. I'm about to drizzle.
Ooh, okay. We'll hold off for a second.
My gosh.
No, you all can show yours while I'm drizzling.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys did so good.
That's nice. I didn't slice mine yet because I finished moments before we started recording, so I didn't want all the juices to like run away.
Yeah, fair. Good.
I'm taking my life in my hands right now.
I
I-
appreciate that. Danger.
I watched watched a video of somebody steaming chicken. Like I feel like I cook meat pretty infrequently because Jess is pescatarian. So if I'm cooking, then I want to have it be something that we can both eat. So I was like, I haven't cooked wow, Ralph, that looks incredible.
Oh my God, Stanley Tucci.
I wish.
People. That's
You
great.
have a nice sharp knife. I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty much punching my chicken apart because my knife is so blunt.
Like
you can credit.
on my lap.
Yeah.
A Neanderthal.
Amazing.
All right, let's try this out. See what happens.
Shredded.
Shredded, yeah. Do a little.
Love shredded chicken.
The sauce smells awesome.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that's very good. Salty.
I'm so happy that I'm not on an episode that's like, you know, like fucking potato chips crushed up into coffee or whatever kind of like when I
That was
listened to
last
like
season.
Jana Savini, I was like, oh, you guys are eating a hot smoothie, and I was like, oh no, what about?
You
The
got,
recipes last year were intense.
Yeah.
yeah, this is like comedic in a different way. It's all the recipes seem like they'll all be good, but it is a cookbook based on 50 Shades of Grey. So, you know.
So, Kate, how sexy did you feel making this today?
Yeah.
I
On
am
a scale of 1 to chicken.
0. I'm unsexy when I cook. I realized you know, it's like we watch a lot of cooking shows and stuff, and Jess does a lot of the cooking in our house.
Oh, nice.
I like cooking and I find it interesting. I don't have that thing that makes people chefs or whatever. Like you like watch these cooking shows and they become very romantic about it and like what a calling it is and everything. That is just not in me at all. You know, cursing. I making this. I'm cursing a lot. I don't have very good like. My dexterity with my fingers is not great, so I'm dropping stuff. Stuff's falling. You know, it's going everywhere.
Another one.
That being said, I'm so happy to talk to you guys, and I'm happy that the chicken's cooked and it's actually like not bad.
Good.
Yeah,
Oh, this is super tasty. I really like this.
yeah.
Yeah. I think it really like sopped in the soy sauce. Like the longer you let it marinate.
I did cheat, I should say. So I didn't change any of the ingredients, but so I watched a bunch of like YouTube videos about steaming chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much all of them marinate the chicken for at least like 20 minutes before.
Oh,
So I think that's probably why this threw off my timing or whatever. But I just like put the wine, some of the ginger, some of the like other, you know, salt and stuff, and just like let it hang out for a minute in that before I steamed it.
oh, nice.
Oh no.
That's
Good
good.
idea.
More
That's
research.
my stealing from YouTube tip for you.
That's
Deal.
awesome. Yeah, I wonder if we'll ever steam chicken again. I wonder if it's in the cookbook again, or that's the
It
only one.
feels like a very 50 Shades thing to do.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say yeah.
Is that the sexy
Probably.
thing about it? Is that it's like steamy?
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe. That's it.
That is
And
dumb
the
as shit.
wine. You gotta get the chicken
Wine.
drunk first.
I used this one.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fancy.
Oh, that looks really fancy. I like
It's
the
the cheapest wine at the cheapest white wine at the grocery store near me.
Oh,
And
nice.
then usually we have that chili crisp with like the lady on it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they didn't have that. I had this Mr. Bing.
Ooh, nice.
Mild, because I'm a little baby.
I didn't have chili sauce or whatever it's called, oil.
Yeah.
Just going straight soy sauce and scallions and
We've been
canola.
using chili oil a lot, like to put on the pan and then you like fry an egg in it. And that's really, really good.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's so good.
Mm.
And it's not like, if I can eat it, it's not like so boilingly spicy or whatever. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Dan's trying the chicken for the first time, and I don't know if it's a good face or a bad. Good thumbs up. Okay, good.
He's thinking about it.
He's thinking it. Oh,
It's-
he did one of these. Okay, great.
Great. I think that's the highest compliment.
It
you
is,
can
yeah. As a
get.
chef, that's yeah. I want to jerk off to this chicken. Great.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
50 Shades of
Well,
Grey. So it's, that's, yeah, how many
on brand.
how many orgasms does Dan give it, you know?
1 out of 5 orgasms. 5 out of 5. What is it?
Yeah, just ate it.
All right.
Jesus, give it
He has a
5.
refractory period.
He has to think about it.
Wow, sure.
Yeah.
That has to marinate.
What's your guys' favorite thing that you've made for the podcast so far?
So this is our first technically for this season, right?
Well, yeah, I mean like overall though.
Definitely not last year's.
Oh,
Nothing on last year, nothing.
French toast was safe.
The
It
French toast is actually good.
was very good.
The jerk chicken, we made we tried the jerk chicken, one of the other recipes from this book, and it was pretty good too. But we didn't do it officially yet, so.
I'm so happy you've stopped punishing yourselves and are making edible food. I think that's going to make for some nice fun times on the podcast.
I feel like I have like 8 least favorite things from last season.
Yeah.
The winner is mystery corn pudding with Daryl Charles.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
I did the variation and put tuna fish in it because like I didn't want anyone else to have to do it, and I was responsible for this season, so I felt like I had to.
You're a trailblazer.
Now I realize I'm just an idiot.
You're taking the bullet for everybody.
I don't want anyone else to have to do that. It was made with like Cheez-Its, creamed corn, tuna.
I love a weird casserole though. Like sometimes I'm watching Instagram or whatever, and I'll get like, whatever dump cake slop that they're telling that somebody's making, and I'm like, I would have a bite of that. I would try it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but aren't you the person who decided that they should eat everything bagel ice cream?
I did, yeah.
Can you talk to that experience?
Ooh, yeah, tell us about that.
It's something that lives in my brain, and
Yeah.
I wasn't even there.
I know. I'm sorry that it even had to enter your.
No, I feel like I feel like I know more about you because of it.
I try to be
So-
adventurous with food, I try not to be a picky eater. I try to like, I try not to be like, ugh, like I get that instinct for a lot of food, but I think just like being in LA, there's a lot more options. There's a lot of things that I maybe wouldn't try that turns out I love. Everything bagel ice cream, nah. It's just like a savory ice cream. It's just like I'm not used to it. It's not my like palate, right? But I get it in theory. It's like if you're putting cream cheese on a bagel, you're like, it's in that world. Like I was like, I get the leap.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just I'm gonna stick to sweet ice cream.
What's something that you've tried since you've been in LA that surprised you the most of like, hey, I really like this and I didn't think I would?
I think the stuff that comes to mind the most would be like tongue tacos, like tongue meat in a taco. There's like a lot of, I think you could probably just get that in Philly just as easily, but I think I didn't try it until I was here. I did try, not in LA, but I did San Francisco Sketch Fest a few years ago. And this really nice guy on the team, Mike Lane, is from the Bay Area and was like, this is a restaurant that my family goes to. And so it's like this Chinese restaurant that had like dim sum and like chicken feet, kind of like a lot of, and when I was looking up this recipe, a lot of the like boiled chicken was like different like Asian recipes where the texture that they're going for is like gelatinous. And I was like, oh, okay. I never had like gelatinous food really like that before. Shannon's not feeling it, but I was like, let me try it. And it's something that's like, he's like, yeah, my family would eat this, and it was totally great. And so I gave it a shot. I'll tell you, I'm not cooking chicken feet for myself on a regular basis, but I'm glad I tried it. And like, yeah, I guess just a lot of like various Asian foods like that. A lot of like Thai food that I probably wouldn't have tried just because it wasn't available, in Bucks County. You're not getting
That's
like,
true.
maybe now, I don't know, maybe now there's more. There's like boba tea in my hometown, so.
Oh, wow.
Maybe there's something.
We do have that now. I don't think that we have really expanded beyond. We keep adding more Italian restaurants because
Sure.
I don't
Yeah,
know
you can
why.
never have.
you
Yeah,
can never have too many.
Italian restaurants or CVS is like one across from the other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just really described Bucks County something
Yeah.
just now.
I do miss East Coast Italian food. Like every time I go home, I'm
Yes,
like, can I just get pretty much a lot of it, just a lot of Italian food, and even like the Mexican food there. There's a lot of really good Mexican food in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, LA has
Mhm.
like a ton, and it's all really good. But I kind of like all different versions of Mexican food, whether regardless of authenticity.
Yeah.
Are the Gardens of Texaco still there in LA? Do you
I
know what
don't
I'm talking?
know. Where's that?
It's like West Hollywood-ish. When me and Dan lived out there, we used to go there all the time,
Let me
and it
see.
was this little hole-in-the-wall Mexican place. They had a fixed menu, and it was like different courses, and there was no menu. The guy would just come and tell you what was on the
That
menu,
sounds great.
and the chicken was born in the sauce. It was so good. And then they had like they had like a little band that would come around and play guitar and sing for all the tables, and
That sounds beautiful.
it was wonderful experience. And I'm scared that they closed, but it was just
They're
so,
open.
they're
I'm
open.
Googling. They're opening. They are open. And yeah, they're like 4:30 to 11. I'm gonna go there. That sounds so
Oh,
great.
Please go and tell me how you like it, because it's something that I think a lot of restaurants are missing. It's like an experience. Like you don't
Yeah,
just sit down and eat and leave. It's like very interactive, and it's a small-ish place, but
yeah.
it's very like family, and like, hey, you're at our house. Here's what we're gonna say. I
That
like those.
sounds so good.
Yeah, and the food was really amazing, and they had this really great dessert of like banana pudding
Ooh,
in a
I
little
love banana.
glass. I mean, it was so good. I can't even describe how good everything was. So yeah, treat yourself.
I'm excited. I can't wait to
Yeah.
go.
great.
I feel like LA has that a lot. Like you mentioned, like food as an experience. I feel like a lot of restaurants are experiences out here, or like even like little speakeasies or whatever. Like there's like whole kind of like setups around eating in LA.
Yeah.
I'm
And
sure it exists in Philly, but I was just like
That's much.
too broke and not like I was going there just to do like sketch. So I
yeah.
was like only eating there like as an afterthought.
And
Yeah.
I think, mark my words, I think the pendulum's gonna be swinging back, where people want to get out and hang out together. Like malls are
Yeah.
gonna come back. Like restaurants as an experience is going to come back. And I'm not like talking about Cheesecake Factory, like, oh, it's this big experience.
Yeah.
Like the intimate, like you were talking about, the speakeasy places where people go and you can relax, and like
Yeah.
the servers will talk to you about what's on the menu. What do you want? Try this. Like I like those kind of places where it's not just like eat and get out. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not on a conveyor belt. Like I'm here
Philly
to,
does have that at the Rim Cafe.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what that makes me think of.
There you
right.
go. Yeah.
Yeah. Rim Cafe for I guess it's like not like your whole meal, but if you want to eat like a Snickers bar shaved onto a like cannoli like dessert, it's like the best. It's so great.
Yeah, the
But I
volcano.
think you're right, Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
volcano
hope I'm
sense.
right.
Yeah. I went to Marrakesh, or it's Casablanca and Marrakesh are owned by the same people, but it's like really good Moroccan food, and there's like belly dancing and stuff. It's
Cool.
like family style, so it's like $25 for like a 7-course meal. It's wild. Yeah. It's
For
kind
your for when we went to Dollywood together, we went to that experience, I guess you would call it, the Dolly's
stampede, yeah.
Stampede. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
Just
get
like you watch like people like trick riding horses around, and there's like all kinds of cool like I
weird.
don't know. It's a whole show.
Yeah. There's like a competition between audience members. It's the North versus the South, which is very problematic.
Super weird. Yeah. South won when we went. The South straight up won. I was like, didn't think they would maybe do that. I don't know.
Yeah, I have questions because there are like, I know Dolly, like, yeah, we're not going to get into that now.
Yeah, yeah, sorry. I don't want to, not to disparage.
They have like, you have to choose your meal, and it's like, you can do vegetarian, but it's like chicken and like biscuits and like a creamy cheddar soup with vegetables.
Yeah. I wouldn't say culinarily it was the height of the trip. It was, that you're going there to watch people stand on a horse and ride it in a circle and be like, holy shit.
It's akin to medieval times.
It's medieval times.
Yeah. It's very much like pigeon forge medieval time.
Yeah, Western medieval times.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
I know. I'm glad we all experienced it together. It's wild. It's truly wild.
Hey Shannon, do you want to read the story that goes along with this one? Because every recipe this season has a sexy story that goes
We
along
might
with
get too horny.
Glad
Go ahead. Let's hear.
glad I'm wearing an apron.
Yeah.
You definitely might. So this season, last season, in our segment, Shannon's the worst cook in America.
It's still true.
I told you stories of how terrible of a cook I am, which is true. But this season we thought, well, I am a terrible, terrible cook, but I'm a mediocre actor. So I decided I'm going to dramatically read the story before that is presented before the recipe. So this story is called Steamy White Meat, which I have thoughts, but we'll save those. Okay. All right. Are we ready?
I don't know if I'll ever be ready, but
I don't think anyone will be. But here we go. Steamy enough? He asks in a low voice. I'm unable to answer. Tendrils of vapor rise from my naked, wet breasts. He's cooked me gently, but quickly. Kinky as it might be, I find myself wanting more and more from this kitchen Adonis. He holds a tiny silver spoon above me, letting it fall, dropping. Tantalizing drop, a dark, mysterious dripping sauce. It's the slowest, most sensuous thing imaginable. In her crushed velvet coop, my inner goddess fans herself with both wings. I'm going to take a very, very long time to season you, baby. I promise you, the sesame is much better this time. This time? I'm confused. He's never used sesame sauce on me before. Better than what? I manage to say as I catch my breath. He flushes. Better than the last time I tested it. It's obvious he's leaving something out. Why would he have tested this sauce without me? I feel anger rising in my breast. He made it for her. You used the same sauce before. With who? I'm trying not to yell, but my inner goddess takes a cold shower and molts back to her perch to sleep. You want an honest answer? Was it her? Was it the radish? He inhales sharply and then drops his shoulder with a sigh. We had experiments with a lot of different permutations. Radish granita, radish tartare, gin radish teeny. Finally, during radish omakase, I tried her in dipping sauce. I added too much wasabi. It's something I regret very much. And you're trying the same thing on me? I asked coldly. No, chicken. With her, it was yuzu, not rice vinegar. And there was wasabi. What I've prepared for you is quite different. But I can see that he's digging himself deeper. He puts down the tiny spoon. If I wasn't steamed enough before, I sure as hell am now. And see.
Yay!
Scandalous. Scandalous.
Scandal!
I love that it's like chicken porn.
Yeah, chicken
It really
POV.
is. It makes me very uncomfortable.
Inner goddess.
Uncomfortable with how much you like it?
Both.
What it's awoken in you?
Yeah. It's a combo of things.
Turn our cameras and mics off for 5 minutes and then come back.
I enjoy that the inner goddess was a chicken who like had a crushed velvet coop.
Yeah.
She's a sexy chicken.
She's a very sexy chicken.
I enjoyed that part.
Yeah. Inner goddess had to have been in the book 50 Shades of Grey, right? Like they had to say that every 3 seconds.
Have you guys read them?
Hey,
No.
wait, so Kate, were you in the car when we listened? No.
Okay, so Aubrey
Yep.
and like the rest of Manny Petty went to Chicago and listened to 50 Shades of Grey audiobook while they were driving.
Hey,
I wasn't there, but when Jess and I moved across the country, Aaron Eunice made a really nice present. He like recorded a lot of different people,
Oh,
like as though it was like a radio show or something like that. And like had songs like a mixtape playlist kind of a thing. Um and Aubrey and Brianna read 50 Shades of Grey on there, including like the email times. Like it included like I guess that's what
Like
the
full
audiobook had.
they say like the subject line in the audiobook. They say like the
Yeah.
recipient. It's so crazy. And like the girl reading it sounded like a 12-year-old girl. She was of age, but like it made it even creepier. And we
It's
started it.
gross.
Madonna pitched it as a bit and we thought it would be funny. And then it like turned real, really fast. But we also were not like we weren't ready to let the bit down. So we all like just like buckled down and kept
Yeah.
with it, and we were like making fun of it, but like also like it was a lot. It was
How long did you listen to it? Like how much of the book did you listen to?
almost the end. So we listened to it the full way there.
Oh my god.
Almost full way back. I think like around like we were like an hour and a half out.
Instead of talking?
We talked over it. We weren't like listening to it. Like, we would come back in and out, but it was
jerking off.
well, Kelly's car. It was I think we turned on music at like points, but like we were all just like so committed to this bit that we were almost like too proud to like not to
Just one book or all three?
just there was only one at the time, I think.
Okay.
And Madonna had got it on audiobook. And then like so that's basically on the way back, we were like an hour and a half out. And I think it was Madonna who was like, I'm gonna be sick. Like, can we please turn this off? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do
I'm
this.
surprised she let it go that long.
Honestly, I'm surprised any of us did not stop it. And Brianna was driving most of the time, but
Yeah.
I do know Brianna Kelly, and I do know she will like
Brianna commits to the bit to a degree where like that's what I'm saying. Like Madonna would be like, she knows when to edit, right? Like
Yeah.
that's also a strength in comedy.
Yeah.
Being able to stop to, committing to the bit isn't always admirable.
And it was just us in a car, like no one would know if we succeeded.
You would have known.
Just torturing each other.
Yeah. So we felt like that was like the way, like we're like, this is the thing we're doing. And like maybe it was like a show in and of itself. Maybe it was...
I liked how much I liked the snippet before a song played on the DVD. Oh, I still have those CDs and I did listen to it the other like he gave it to us in a I guess this is food related, in just like he handed us a box of like peas, like microwavable peas, but it was like the cardboard box that it came in. And he was like, don't open this until you pass the Mississippi River. And we're like, okay. No idea what it was,
Oh my God.
It was very cute. And we did honor that, we committed to that.
Aw, I love that. No, it was so good to be a part of your journey out. And I'm sorry, Brianna and I exposed you to that.
It was really funny.
Just had witnessed it.
So funny.
Has any other romance novel, I guess I can say that, has any other romance novel like captured the public's attention like 50 Shades of Grey? Do you remember anything else
being that sexy? I guess like Bobbio is the only other like famous romance novel thing
right
I could really think of before. I think books like that are getting like pretty like my sister's reading it, A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's like fantasy, sexy fantasies or whatever, with like dragons and shit. I just started it. I don't know if that's dragon.
Yeah. Is that like Fourth Wing is the second one? Is that
No, that's a totally different series.
You've already lost me.
Oh,
is it?
It is, yeah.
Have you read it, Shannon?
I have not, no. I have it sitting on my desk. I have not read the throne one, the Court of Throne, but there's like 5 of those, right? But I don't even know. I think that like what's so weird to me about 50 Shades of Grey though is that it was basically fanfic about
for Twilight,
for Twilight, right? Yeah. Which is so insane to me. Yeah. that
Stop
this
it. Say
became
more.
absolutely that's absolutely what it was. And this woman had like, I guess I'm assuming that she had like a blog or something, and then she turned it into these books, and they became like, you know, 45-year-old women's like
Horny.
porn. And so like it's super strange to think that this is based on like because there's no vampires and like werewolves in it, so I don't even know how. I don't know the correlation. I don't really understand it, but that's apparently the reality.
So the movies 50 Shades of Grey are technically happening within the Twilight universe, like on the other side of the country.
Not at all.
I don't think
Because
so.
I would like that.
Oh, maybe.
But maybe because it's like I have to look more into it, and we'll get back to you by the end of the season. No, because I actually
Come
am
full
wondering how it's related, because I've always heard that is the case, that it is fanfic from Twilight, but like there's no mention of any of the other characters, which I guess makes sense because you can't for copyright reasons. But like
supernatural, nothing supernatural, just the sex.
no.
The characters are very one-dimensional.
And they're nothing like the Twilight characters from what I know.
Yes, yeah.
So it's so strange. Like I don't know what the fan fiction really was. Like I don't know. We'll get back to you guys. Stay tuned.
It could be just that like they're very brooding in a way that like isn't warranted by anything. And I know Twilight was like similar, so maybe it's more like a mood.
The mood of it, yeah.
The mood, or like the
there probably were like popular romance novels and stuff before that, but I just wasn't not that I saw, you know.
I
like
mean,
as a little Catholic school kid or whatever, I probably wouldn't have been exposed to that.
Yeah.
You know.
Was Danielle Steele like a romantic?
Oh yeah.
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 Well, weren't they like mystery romances? I don't even know.
Yeah, but that's
right.
like middle-aged woman, like that was like the big thing, I guess.
Sure, yeah, all the beach reads.
Yeah, the beach reads, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Probably less sex. I mean, I've never read anything by Danielle Steele.
I don't know.
But
they were never made into movies.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious because there was through the late 80s and into like the 90s, there was that glut of like Basic Instinct-y movies that were very much like
a sexual thriller
that we kind of fallen out of favor. And I'm curious when that pendulum's going to swing back, because I feel like
with the malls.
I think like Love Lies Bleeding, I think is like right in that wheelhouse. I think you can talk about that as
I think the generations that came after the Gen X and millennials have kind of like shied away from all that kind of psychosexual thriller stuff, and it's more like, so I'm not sure what, I know the pendulum always swings back, but I think
young people now have like better sexual, like they have like more mature ways to like deal with sexual relationships, you know.
Sure.
There's not like these weird dynamics where it's like, she's gonna ruin my life. I don't know, maybe. You'd have to talk to a young person.
Yeah, we're not the right people to ask of this.
No.
Oh, we'll find a young person.
We'll
they
find one.
Scare me. I don't want to talk.
I don't know how to talk to them.
We'll pull them on Instagram. I'm sure we have one young follower.
See, that's the problem. You said Instagram, and that's not right.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's the TikToks.
What about when TikTok is banned? Like for real?
That's a great question. I wonder what's going to happen to all the
kids.
children.
They're coming
back. They're going to learn things.
Us old heads.
No, I don't think
they're going to have to come to Instagram. They're going to go back to Facebook. MySpace is coming back. Everything's coming back.
I would believe MySpace before Facebook coming back.
Dude, MySpace would be great. I missed the top in the
top 8.
The top 8, so you could be so incredibly like
so much drama,
so passive aggressive. The passive aggression that went into your top 8 was truly palpable.
Oh God. It wasn't very recent, but you could log back into MySpace for a while. So I did it within the past like 3 years, and I was like,
there was like a push for them to try to vamp and like restart. Yeah.
Well, did it restart as like a music space, like MySpace Music or something?
That sounds right. I don't know. I didn't do it.
Because you could play. Because I have.
Let's get our Zangas out.
Yeah, I had a Zanga.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so good.
Wait, what
great.
is a Zanga?
It's like a blog, kind of like, you ever have live journal? Yeah, live journal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Pretty much that.
Okay.
But the name was cooler, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. You could put music on too. You could like program, if, like MySpace, you could have a song playing.
Yeah, it was very much like Angel Fire sites, like that in MySpace.
GeoCities, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh man, I'm old as shit.
Yeah,
So
dude.
No, I gotcha.
We are aging ourselves
Oof,
just as
that's fine.
as this progresses.
before we age ourselves anymore, should we get to our questions?
Yes, please. I don't need this on my record.
Right. All right, so we came up with some questions just to get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
Please answer as honestly or as fallaciously as you would like.
Fallaciously. This is a
Fallacious.
horny episode.
I know it's very. I probably used that word wrong.
No, I like
Don't
it.
send me emails. I don't
know.
care. I just delete them. All right. Question 1. What do you think is the sexiest food besides chicken?
The sexiest food. I mean, I guess like the classic sort of like whipped cream strawberry kind of a thing.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know.
Good answer. Yeah.
I guess honestly, oysters are supposed to be a aphrodisiac, right?
It's like eating snot. No, thank you.
Yeah. I guess that's a good way to gauge. You could be like, if you will eat an oyster. I don't know. Don't follow this. Don't follow this all the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's yeah.
Do I like stuff in my teeth? Okay, sorry. Yeah, so yeah, like I feel like something accessible and fun, like whipped cream or strawberries. You can't really go wrong with those as sexy foods, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Classic, sexy. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Plus, the shape of the strawberry is just really,
Yeah, it's
Right.
it's really sexy.
Yeah. Yeah. Not as sexy as chicken, but here we are.
Nothing
almost.
Nothing is.
I won't be that turned on by it until I hear a story from the POV of the strawberry about being consumed or whatever.
That's our side project. We're gonna write a book of erotica from strawberries.
Isn't that is a
Real thing.
like a kink, that vor, you know what I mean? Have you ever heard of that? The idea of being eaten whole entirely and like being alive inside someone's body. It's like a pure like
vor. I know
vor.
this.
Yeah,
Yes,
vor.
it's vor porn. Yeah. You consume somebody and they live inside you and you can like birth them out or throw them up. It's a whole
Just
big
write
thing.
your little strawberry vor.
Yeah.
And it would be really cute.
Like very magic.
Who even
Shannon.
thought of that?
Yeah.
I invented it in 1990. I don't know what that is.
On GeoCities.
Yeah, it was on my Zanga. It started as a Zanga, it evolved, it was a Twilight fan fiction.
That sounds very Magic School Bussy, but like in a not Magic.
Yeah,
School.
Magic School Bus is probably what started it.
Magic School Bus fanfic is just Zanga.
Of course.
Yeah,
Miss Frizzle. God,
She would be into that.
He would be into that.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think's the sexiest food, or do you want just for me?
We just want to know about yours.
Okay.
I mean,
just what I find.
Ours is all chicken. That's why we said besides.
Yeah.
chicken.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's green.
Obviously. What's yours?
Mine's green olives. It's a throwback to season 1.
Green olives, sure.
Oh, because it was on every. Oh God.
Real sexy.
Real sexy food.
I like green olives. I am a fan.
Are you guys all olive fans too?
I'm a black olive fan.
Okay.
I
like olives on stuff. I'm not going for the jar. Jess could eat a whole jar of just olives, like bump, bump, bump.
Me too.
You little savory guys.
Yeah.
That's not for me.
Absolutely.
But I'll put it on something.
Yeah. It's better that way. I think they're not meant to be eaten, but when I was a kid, I could eat like a whole can of black olives and I would put them on my fingers like British guards and pretend they were like British guards.
Of course. Try to make your fingers laugh.
Yeah, try and do bits.
Yeah. Oh, I ate like a off the tree olive, like before it's like pickled or whatever. That was terrible. It was completely bitter and like red inside, like the flesh was really red. And it was inedible. Like I did it as like I don't know, because someone's like, it's bad. And I was like, well, sure, let's try it. Because I don't know, it's my hurtful instinct for myself. But I ate it. It was so bad.
Oh no.
But I do like, once they're pickled and all that.
Yeah, very salty. Who is the sexiest food mascot to you, Kate?
I thought about this. I immediately looked at Mr. Bing, but it's not Mr. Bing, even though he's cute. He's too cute.
He's adorable. Yeah.
He is adorable.
I guess Paul Newman, right?
Oh,
Paul
yeah.
Newman's own. I was trying to think of like, who are all the human mascots for? Because I guess you could fuck Tony the Tiger or whatever. Then we're getting into
Very fuckable.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I was like, let's keep it human.
It's like,
I guess Jolly Green Giant is humanoid.
Yeah, there's not many human.
I mean,
He's large.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Hey-o. That man works out.
Yeah, I'll go with Paul Newman. We used to get
That's probably
Newmans, Fig Newmans instead of Fig Newtons at my house. And I just remember that. But I think he's on there with his wife.
That's amazing. Did they taste like Fig Newtons?
Oh yeah, whatever.
That's
It's like, yeah, they're like close enough. It's like Hydrox and an Oreo where it's like, this is doing the trick and it's like $2 cheaper.
Anything, really.
Yeah.
It's the same. They're usually manufactured by the same people.
Yeah, a lot of times, a lot of stuff, like a lot of generic stuff. So,
All right, my turn again. If you wrote a sexy cookbook, what would your sexy cookbook be called and why?
Okay, it would be if you can't stand the heat. Oh wait, no. It would be probably like Let's Get Takeout fucking cookbook. I don't know, dude. Ways to like zhuzh up how to reheat takeout. Is that like a cookbook?
Yeah, it is.
It is to me.
I was going to exists.
I feel like that's so much sexier to me. I'm such an unsexy cook that it doesn't
do it for you.
Yeah, Jess cooks and it's great and it tastes great. She's hot when she does it.
Oh.
That's it's just not for. Aw.
Aw. Yeah.
And then I eat her whole, and then she's in my stomach. We're just walking around.
She's
That's how we do it.
She's
She's in there now.
She's in there now. That's why she can be.
She is. I was wondering.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's heat up Takeout Together, Baby.
Perfect.
By Kait Thompson.
Sexier.
That is my kind of sexy takeout.
Yeah.
I love it.
Shannon, I thought you would like that.
I do.
Yeah.
would sign up for that one immediately. I'll write all the stories for your sexy cookbook.
Thank you.
Give me one about Arby's. Okay.
They got the meats.
They got the meats.
They do. They
It's
got the meats.
already built in.
Yeah,
Guys,
it's right
this is
For
it.
the
This is next
taking.
season.
And is Arby's because it's the letter R, the letter B for roast beef?
I heard
That's
that.
incredible.
Yeah,
Is that true?
I believe so.
I heard that, right? I'm not just dreaming that.
I thought it was like Arby McGillicuddy started. This is what I no. I thought it was just a guy named Arby open to stand.
Who wears that giant hat?
Yeah.
Eat my mate.
And he couldn't fit through the door, so he threw it and it landed on the sign. And history was made.
He took off the hat in a very sexy way.
Oh yeah.
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 Build, like,
Hair foot came down.
yeah, beautiful.
And then we ate his meat. All right. Number 4. What snack would be in your sexy dungeon pantry?
Ooh.
My sexy dungeon pantry.
What it says.
I guess honey. Honey seems like a classic sort of like
That never goes bad.
Torture
never.
device.
It never goes bad. It's got to be like antimicrobial or something, right? It's got to be like,
Yeah.
Why doesn't it
you
go
don't be
bad?
giving people infections. I don't know.
I don't think there's anything.
The sugar content is too high.
Yeah, I
Is
don't
that a
think there's
thing?
anything in it that goes rancid.
It's
'Cause
like
they found honey in like Egyptian tombs that's still good.
Yeah. I think it's self-preserving in a way, like a sugar, certain.
Mhm.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? Food is cool. I appreciate it. I just
Food facts.
find no fun in making it. I liked this. I did.
Well,
have
you're
fun.
not a bee.
If I was a bee, I would love it. It would just be natural to me.
Yeah.
All right, last question. This is for all the marbles. Fuck, marry, kill, or yeah, fuck, marry, kill. Beets, cantaloupe, or radishes.
I love all of these things. I like all of them. I think I would marry beets because I want them around more frequently than the other ones.
Okay.
Fuck cantaloupe because
Okay. It is
like
a fuckable fruit.
of occasional, it seems like more of an occasional thing that you like a lot.
Oh,
Put a
no.
little tahini on the melon. That's really
Oh.
good. That's probably something I wouldn't have tried necessarily until I got here. Oh, I also ate a cricket.
Stop
like
it.
a dried cricket that was like,
Just on the
I don't
street.
know, teriyaki
On
style. Yeah. It was, when I worked at this like at this vet for a while, and just a guy there was eating them, and I was like, what do they taste like? He was like, have some. They tasted like Fritos. They were very crunchy and dry and didn't have any flavor except for what was added to them. They're supposed to be really good protein, and I think like
Yeah.
I was reading like for the future, they're kind of like the future of protein.
Oh, wow. So get
Because
used to
they require so little water to like, like beef, you need so much water to like raise cows and stuff like that. I'm sorry, Shannon. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm
I
gonna
see
be
your
dead before
expression.
this happens, so I'm not that concerned. I think the future
I'm like,
of protein
soiling
is gonna
grain
be
is
okay.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for
I
my
like slop
lifetime.
and bugs. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm happy for you, and I'm excited that you might live long enough for this to happen. I just will make sure
Thanks.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Because
You'll
if
take it
that
into
is
your
the
own hands.
future of my protein, things are gonna go south
It wasn't
real
bad.
fast.
I mean, like, it's the same thing where it's like, I'm not running out and buying them necessarily, but I was like,
Sure.
this tastes good. Especially like when the guy's eating it right in front of your face. I'm not gonna put it in my mouth and say like, oh, you fucking idiot.
Well,
Or be like, I didn't want to say no. I guess that's really the thing is like, I don't know when to be like, no thanks. But I'm glad I did try it.
I
God,
think
when,
that's
when
really
did
nice.
when did you turn into the mouthpiece for Big Cricket? That's what I want to know.
Oh, yeah.
I just heard, I was reading about it. I think about it every now and then. I'm like, oh yeah, I ate a bug. It was pretty good.
You got stock in it,
Oh, that means I would kill radishes.
You what? Yeah.
Fair.
I like radishes, but they're not essential. They come in LA, like if you go to a taco place, they'll be out there, like the sliced up radishes will be like one of the things, like along with like a little section of lime and like cilantro and chopped up white onions. And I like all of that. They're really peppery. They're not like, if they left my life, I wouldn't. Yeah, they're like kind of, they add a lot of nice flavor. I like them. But I have to kill them.
Yeah.
You do.
That is the game.
Yeah,
That's
the thing.
Sorry, radishes.
We have been talking for at least 3 hours now, so we're careening quickly towards the end of the show. This has been a joy and a half.
Yeah.
This is fun. The food was actually delicious, so that's
I'm so happy. I'm glad. I like all the recipes you sent me. I was like, oh, none of these sound bad. We just happen to have the most of the ingredients.
That's what we tried. We tried to pick the recipes where you didn't have to like go buy something ridiculous. It's like a lot of stuff we might already have in our pantry. So
I considered buying a steamer basket, but
yeah.
You'll see. I'll send you guys the pictures of what I.
Oh, good. Yes, please.
Yeah, I put it together.
So any final thoughts, any plugs, anything people should know about you, where to follow you, where to see you, where to watch you and hear you and love you?
I'm on Instagram. Me and all the other grandmas are on Instagram at Kait Drawing Stuff. And then yeah, I was working on this Netflix show and it wrapped up as an assistant. So I'm available. Hey, if any writers' rooms are listening to this, give me a call because I would love to work for you.
Yeah.
I show up on time. I'm very reliable.
All right.
That's all. Is that a plug? That's more of a
That is that is a plug. That counts.
That's more of a plugging myself, my availabiliity.
Everyone should hire you. You're very funny.
We'll share a link to your calendar, Outlook calendar. So
yeah.
Send a,
Just assume it's empty.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, any final thoughts, Aubrey or Shannon?
This is so much better than, I mean, the guests were lovely last season. The food not good. Except for like 2 things. Kristen fingers, hollow oak nest eggs, which was just you put a hole in white bread and cook it.
Delicious. So
Delicious.
Good. Yeah.
I love eggs.
Bird bird in a net, whatever it was called, bird in a hole, or like when you were
go with that.
Yeah.
So
Already off to a great start. It was lovely to catch up with us.
Great. I miss you guys. I miss doing
we miss you. This is fun.
It's been so long.
Visit us.
Yeah.
Have Italian food in Bucks County.
It's true.
We'll go to the only Thai place in Bucks County.
Come here. Everybody come here and we'll get Thai.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Everybody listening,
probably a better idea.
And
we'll go to Gardens of Tesco.
Yes, Taxco. Gardens of Taxco.
Yeah.
We
so
have
good.
a trip.
Yes.
What? Yeah, do it.
Yes.
On the road. The podcast goes on the road.
Yeah, we'll be like, we'll tour.
Yeah.
We have 100 followers. We'll be fine. I'm sure someone will pay for that.
Absolutely. Somebody rich has to be listening to this.
I'll play.
All right. Thank you all so much for listening. Thank you, Kait, for being our guest.
Yay.
This was wonderful. Stay tuned, everybody, for more delicious recipes from 50 Shades Chicken. And as always, remember to eat responsibly. Thank you, and